All right, so prominent comic book artist Alan Moore has announced that he's going to retire from comics.
Yeah, he's finishing up a couple of things. I think he's still writing The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, so he's going to finish that run up, do another couple of smaller things with some people, but yeah, officially retiring from writing comic books.
What are some of your favorite Alan Moore moments or stories or books? Because I've read Killing Joke, I've read The Watchmen, I read V for Vendetta. All of those I read before I saw the
movies.
The movies.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've read anything else by him. Have you?
Yeah. I think, honestly, The Watchmen is the only one of his that I've actually legit read.
Mm-hmm. He's notoriously against adaptations being made of his works.
And yet, like, almost all of his best-known works have been adapted.
Right.
Watchmen, V for Vendetta, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, which is a movie that a lot of people hate. I know it's not a good movie, but I still love that movie. I hate watching that movie.
I never saw it. I remember whenever it came out, my dad being excited about it for a while, but I don't even remember if he saw it once it finally did, and I never have watched it, and I've seen a lot of bad things said about it, so I'm just kind of like, whatever.
It is not a good movie.
But I have heard that they might possibly revisit that in a movie form, though.
Yeah, I had heard something about that as well. I would be interested in that.
Isn't Peta Wilson in that movie?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, dude, she was La Femme Nikita on the USA television series.
I don't know what that is.
I'm pretty sure she's blonde, Russian, I think.
She might have played Mina Harker,
Probably.
I guess.
Probably. You never saw La Femme Nikita?
No.
You're just too young, man.
Yeah.
You're just too young. All right, so Alan Moore, bye,
Yeah.
I guess. I mean,
I
we've all got to quit sometime. Dude, there was this Alan Moore documentary thing on Netflix, and
he seems like an odd guy.
this was whenever I was still on, like, the Mail Me DVDs plan.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember getting it and watching it and probably making it through, like, 30 minutes, because I think it's like he made it himself. It's like inside the mind of Alan Moore, and it's just like an acid trip. Like, it's just videos of, it's just like single shots of him, and he's just going off on God knows what, but it's so boring and just literally unwatchable. I think I mailed it back that day.
Yeah.
So it's kind of how I feel about Alan Moore. I mean, yeah, he's done some good stuff.
And there are not a lot of great adaptations of his stuff. V for Vendetta is probably the single best adaptation of one of his works that exists, because at least it almost kind of stays true to the story.
Dude, Watchmen, especially if you watch the extended cut, I mean, really the only differences between Watchmen and the comic is that at the end it's a giant squid monster instead of like a nuclear bomb or whatever in the movie. But yeah, there's, especially if you watch it with the animated pirate movie that they put out alongside it. Oh yeah,
because I need to see this version, right? Because
in the comic books of Watchmen, there's this whole pirate story that goes on while it's like this kid reading it, and then they made that into an animated movie.
Nice. And
released it on video when the Watchmen was released in the movie theater. And I think there's some versions of that have that cut into it.
Dude, okay, see, and that's almost exactly what I felt the Watchmen movie was missing. Because after I read the book, the entire Watchmen storyline, like, the parallels between the story and the status of humanity just continues to become interwoven and intermeshed, and that's what the original cut of the movie was missing then. So now I really need to see these other cuts that have that story woven back into it.
Yeah, check it out if you get a chance. And I think there might be an extended version of it on Netflix, but it's probably something you could rent or download.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Moving on.